Hey out there, everyone. Hope everyone's having a wonderful, blessed, joyful evening. Hope you all living your best life, staying healthy and well. All you happy and healthy. Sorry, busy, so getting myself together. So tonight we're gonna be talking about the Monday Night Football game, New York Giants at the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not gonna spend too much long in this video, as I believe this is a game that there's really not that much. Not that it's not much to talk about, but I believe this game is pretty straightforward and how it's gonna go. I'll explain right now, right? So New York Giants came off playing very well of a victory over the Carolina Panthers, looked very dominant. Took control of that game against quarterback Sam Darnold. Now Kansas City Chiefs come into this game playing terrible against the Tennessee Titans, in which they got blown out and pretty much were never in that game at all. So I'll put it this way: the reason I believe this game is pretty straightforward and there's not much to talk about is because very simple. The only key for the way the Giants win this game tonight is to focus on playing very good stout defense. Now I know they're without starting linebacker Blake Martinez. I know he's been out for a while in IR. They're without a lot of their new out starting receiver Kenny Galladay, Saquon Barkley at their running back position. So you got a couple of holes, and then you just lost starting left tackle Andrew Thomas, who's now on IR, his injury. So they got a couple of holes, which is why I believe the only way for the Giants to win this game is to compete competitively defensively. So what I mean by that, the Kansas City Chiefs have struggled this year with the identity of what their offense used to be. Tampa Bay Buccaneers has devised a game plan of how to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's playing very good cover two defense, which prevents the big plays over the top and kind of only allows really the check down plays, which if you're a explosive offense like the Kansas City Chiefs, you can come very frustrated with, especially Patrick Mahomes, once you get down a couple of scores. And that's why I think Patrick Mahomes' turnover ratio has decreased this year, because once has gotten down a couple of scores, he tries to force the issues a lot with his legs, or with his arms. And now when he's getting sacks, he's throwing the ball out just to, not lose yards, and he's getting unnecessary interceptions, or he's trying to gun the ball in places that it shouldn't really be thrown at, which leads to interceptions. Then the other issue is he's gotten a lot of injuries and scary concussion-looking injuries, which he's gotten hit in the head or blown to the head, or hit in a unnecessary way from trying to get more yards or trying to keep a play alive, and that also has been an issue for the Chiefs, because without Patrick Mahomes, it's very hard for the Chiefs team to compete. And then you add in injuries to Kelsey and Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill has played through this year, and when you go as deep as the Kansas City Chiefs have the last couple of years, injuries and fatigue is going to start to happen to a team like that. So I believe the Giants do have the kind of defense and secondary that can play this kind of defense and limit the Kansas City Chiefs. So I do just believe this game's going to be more competitive than people think. Kansas City Chiefs had a 10-point spread margin as of Tuesday. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I mean, that big of a deal. I don't think it's going to be that big of a score difference, if I'm being honest. Um, Now, Kansas City Chiefs, they have struggled a lot against Tennessee Titans. Now, my only issue with them playing the Giants, and though I say the Giants can be very competitive defensively against the Kansas City Chiefs, is two things. One, I don't think the New York Giants offense is that good to put Kansas City Chiefs in a situation in which they're going to feel that threatened that they're going to have to, as I say, hero Patrick Mahomes comes out and he's going to have to overexert himself, especially after I think he realized he's been doing that too much, and that's why the ball has been put in a unnecessary situation turnover-wise, or his body has been put in a necessary situation when he got injured. I think he kind of got humbled last week by the Times. I don't think he's going to be doing that as much, but I don't think the Giants have an offense that's going to put a big enough lead on the board, and I don't think they're going to lead at any point in this game, but I don't think they're going to have a big enough lead on the board that Patrick Mahomes becomes hero Patrick Mahomes. Number two, I do like the Giants secondary a lot. Logan Ryan, Jabril Peppers, I think are very good safeties, and then you add in the trio they have at cornerback, and James Bradbury had a very good season last year. Adoree Jackson is, I think, the third cornerback, and who's the second cornerback? It's Adoree Jackson, James Bradbury. Second corner. The other corner is gonna bother me, but I can't think of it right now. Then you add in Xavier McKinley as the other safety. Dory Jackson, James Bradbury, and I'm sorry, I can't remember the other corner. I just literally looked at the roster and I'm going to blank. But anyway, can't remember the other corner, but I know they are three deep at the cornerback position. Um, and with that being said, I do believe they can decoy that secondary, but I think their secondary and cornerbacks are people that are very much more man up physical type defenders. And because of that, I believe that players like Tyreek Hill can take advantage of that because he's really more finesse up the field vertical threat type player, which is why I believe the back end of the secondary is going to have to take control of that today in tonight's game. So that being said, again, apologies. I really can't remember the cornerback right now opposite of Bradbury, and it's going to bother me tremendously. But anyway, I do believe they're three deep at that position at cornerback, but I can't remember that cornerback's name. So moving on, like I said, I believe the Chiefs offense could take advantage because I believe it's kind of a style mismatch for the secondary for the Giants. I believe though they can contain, physical plays actually to the advantage of a receiver like Tyreek Hill, who's very good at getting off the ball, and very good at releasing off the ball pre-snap, and he could, I think, get past. He's faster than the secondary players on the Giants. I think he could beat that kind of coverage against them. Um, so pretty much with that being said, Julian Love, I think, is the other cornerback. I could be wrong though. Anyway, focus. All right. So anyway, finish off this video. That's my take on the game. I think this game ends, like I said, the spread's 10 points for the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't think it's gonna be that big. I do have the Kansas City Chiefs though still winning this game by a score of 20-20 at home because I think they're still the better team, even though they've been struggling. I don't think the Giants can pull upset tonight, so I don't even think that's on the table. I think this is a game that the Chiefs realize they gotta have, so I think they get the job taken care of tonight, 20-20. That being said, let's talk about the fantasy picks for tonight's game. New York Giants fantasy picks. I'm gonna go, which might be a little bit surprised to people because I really wanted to go like, vertical threat kind of player because I believe the secondary of the Kansas City Chiefs is very good to be beaten of. But I think against the Kansas City Chiefs, you just got to have a very good wide receiver who's very, not complete, but very good at his job and doesn't drop a lot of balls. And I think the problem with the Giants is that they got talent, but sometimes their talent can have the drop issues or they don't always have a great release. And Kenny Galladay's out. So I'm going to go with the player who I think is the most consistent wide receiver on the team instead of the more threat. I think Kadarius Toney is more of a threat against this Kansas City Chiefs because of his ability to be a finesse receiver and get over the top because of his speed. But I think a player like Sterling Shepard, who I'm going to go with my fantasy pick for the New York Giants, is a player who's more consistent at catching the ball, very good from the slot and getting to open spots across the middle. I think that's going to be the advantage for the New York Giants in that situation tonight. Honorable mention Devontae Booker. Why? Kansas City Chiefs linebacker core has just gotten back to getting healthy. Nick Bolton and Willie Gay coming back, but they are still without middle linebacker Anthony Hitchens. So I think the Giants can take advantage of the Kansas City Chiefs defense at the linebacker position for running by Devontae Booker. But Sterling Shepard is my main fantasy pick for tonight's game. Now talking about the defense, the offensive line for Kansas City Chiefs have been injured without right guard Kyle Long and right tackle Mike Rimmers in this game. I think left defense end Dexter Lawrence got a big game tonight with a pass rush against this banged up offense to the Kansas City Chiefs. Honorable mention, free safety Logan Ryan. I think Logan Ryan has been very good, and sometimes he even lines up at cornerback, so might be the other one I was thinking of. But anyway, not to digress, he's playing free safety. He does come down at times in the slot and stuff like that. And then he bring in Xavier McKinley. Sorry about that. So like I said, honorable mention free safety Logan Ryan comes down the secondary. He could take advantage of the matchup against Sterling Shepard. Sterling Shepard. He could take advantage of minimizing the deep plays by wide receiver Tyreek Hill in the back end when he's at free safety. Obviously, sometimes, like I said, they bring in Xavier McKinley too to take care of that kind of job. So those are the three. That I think Logan Ryan is a big player in the secondary today, so that's why I went Logan Ryan. But I do believe Dexter Lawrence is the big play player for the New York Giants tonight. So, very quickly, let's get to the last one. Kansas City Chiefs fantasy picks for tonight's game. Offensively, going running back Darrell Williams. Like I said, the linebacking core for the New York Giants has been banged up, and they have lost their best linebacker, Blake Martinez. So I think Darrell Williams can have a big game. Honorable mention Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, I think, is the only wide receiver that could take advantage of this good secondary by New York Giants because his ability to stretch the field. I do see Travis Kelce get involved too with the linebacker matchup at tight end, but I think Tyreek Hill is a big weapon for Patrick Mahomes tonight. Right defensive end, Frank Clark is my defensive fantasy pick for the Kansas City Chiefs. Why? Left defensive attack, Andrew Thomas out, so I think he could have a big game. Frank Clark tonight. Honorable mention, strong safety Tyrann Mathieu. Believe he could be big in the box for the Kansas City Chiefs defense tonight, and also prevent big plays being done against them in the secondary. Darrell Williams, my offense fans pick for the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, against the Kansas City Chiefs winning this game 28-20 at home. That's my thoughts tonight's game, guys. Hope you all continue to have a wonderful, blessed, joyful week. Live your best life. Stay safe. Apology for recording video late. Had some stuff going on today. Wish you all nothing but the best in life. Keep doing good out in the world there, guys. And that's my thoughts tonight's Monday Night Football game. Peace.